Hi guys and welcome to AirAbility. I'm just in the shed having a cup of coffee this morning and I just thought I'd have a bit of a laugh and extend a feature that we had on the Facebook group. We had a feature called Matt's Box of Shame. And what's a box of shame? Every air gunner has a box of stuff that they bought that they thought they needed and never used, and they thought would be great and it wasn't fit for purpose. Or they completely bought the wrong thing. We've all done it, and we hide it away and try to pretend like we didn't buy it because our mates won't buy it off us because they know it's crap. So this bit of a fun video isn't about disparaging any particular company. All it's about is having a laugh about some daft stuff I've bought in the past. I bought, many a rifle and things like that I wasn't 100% happy with, but I'm not about, rubbishing companies. I just want a bit of a laugh about some junk that I bought, and hopefully, it might save you buying some junk. And remember, don't eBay whilst drunk. That is definitely a no-no, because you really do get some rubbish coming through your front door. So we're going to start off with something that's an absolute legend when it comes to idiots buying it and thinking it's going to work. Everybody on planet Airgun in the whole world told me not to buy a laser bore sighter, but I had an itch and I had to scratch it, and I bought one of these laser bore sighters. And what I thought would do, I knew it wouldn't be very accurate when setting up your scope, but what I thought would do, it would add safety to my setting up my scopes routine and be able to get me on the paper quite accurately without having to worry about the gross sighting things in. But this ended up, when I sighted a gun in with it, it was less accurate than if I'd just put the scope on out the box and gone hell for leather with it. So laser bore sighters for air guns, pretty much, on my opinion, rubbish. So we're going to put that, guess where? In the box of shame. I've got loads here. Here's a generic one. Cheap Allen keys. Cheap Allen keys are going to cost you more in ruining nuts and bolts on your air rifle and making things look all scuffed up and rough than if you go out and you buy yourself a decent high quality set of Allen keys. So get out there, buy some Allen keys, put all the cheap ones you get free with stuff in the box of shame where it belongs. Now this is another generic one, but this is a Benchrest block that goes on your front of your rifle. Now, I have spent hundreds and hundreds of pounds on stuff that, when it arrived, it wasn't legal before I knew all the rules about Benchrest, and or the rules even changed, which stopped it being legal. So my biggest advice is, before you buy anything to become world rules Benchrest compliant, make sure you talk to somebody who knows what they're on about, and make sure that you buy once and you buy right. Otherwise, you might have a lot of this sort of stuff in your box of shame. Now, I'm talking about Benchrest shooters here. All these fancy targets, these ones that change colour when you hit them, these splatter targets with quite big bulls on and everything. I bought a load of these when I first started out shooting seriously again 3 years ago. I've got 99% of them left because for a Benchrest shooter, the target areas are too big, and those splatter things, when it changes colour, it even makes the most average of shooters look good. So if you want to be serious about your shooting, and you're not shooting for fun or at longer distance, these splatter type targets, not fit for a Benchrest shooter. Another generic one, we've all done it. Cheap mount, cheap scope mount. If you buy cheap scope mounts, you run the risk of your scope not being level, not being on target. You risk actually damaging the scope rail on your gun. You risk marking your scope. You risk them being cockeyed and out of line. Cheap scope mounts, I know people have had some luck with them, but it is hit and miss. Always buy a quality scope mount. I tend to like UTG as a mid-priced mount. I've even got some tier ones which are absolutely beautiful, but I know they're out of a lot of people's price range. but don't go those ultra eBay cheap ones, because you'll probably end up creating more damage on your scope than a decent set of rings will cost. So, really rubbish and cheap scope rings and scope rails in the box of shame. Now, here's another thing that I bought which I never used. So, I got a barrel cleaning rod here. It comes in 3 sections. It's got various attachments. I thought it would be something I would need. I have never used this in anger. The only thing it would probably be good for would be pushing out a jam pellet, which I've never had. To clean my barrel, I use a pull-through with a cloth and barrel cleaner on it. It's way cheaper, way easier, and does a way better job. So, this is an ornament in my shed. It's been in my shed for a very long time and never been used. So it might as well go in the box of shame. Now, yes, there's even more stuff. I did a lot of research into silencers, and the 2 silencers I use on my hand shuts for competition are highly customised, and I won't be telling people what I've done to them because they give me a little bit of an edge. But I was worried about noise at one point, so I bought a decimeter to measure the noise from my silencer, and then I realised that most silencers are roughly the same. The decimeter stayed in the box. It's been in the box for about 3 years now. I used it twice. It goes in the box of shame. I know you can get apps on your phone to measure noise, but I don't think they're very good either. Pellet scales. Make sure you buy ones that are accurate enough to measure your pellets to at least 2 decimal places. Those ones that you get on eBay, when the postman assumes that you are selling marijuana when he's delivering them, are probably no good, because at the best they go to 1 decimal place and they're not very accurate. So buy yourself a quality set of scales. Those cheap ones off eBay, sorry guys, they go in the box of shame. You know, if you're going to take the bother to weigh your pellets, make sure you're using quality equipment and getting the results that you deserve. Now here's a weird one, right? An adjustable cheek riser. Yeah, you put Velcro here on the inside, and then you put Velcro on your rifle, and you put it to the level that you need to shoot, and it's meant to be able to put a cheek riser on any gun, basically. And I've had a couple of guns where, you know, for generalist airgun shooting, where the cheek piece wasn't very high, and I thought I'd buy one of these to raise it. Well, I couldn't get it to work. There was always too much flex in it. With the Velcro, it feels pretty solid enough until it goes on the gun. But for me, it didn't work. So that goes in the box of shame. The box of shame's filling up. I've got a big one for the end. So you know, just to keep you viewing. I don't know what this is here. I bought one of those thumb clickers that people count you into events with. I don't know what that was for, but clearly I had something in my head when I bought it. In the box of shame. Right, we're down to the final thing for the box of shame. And here's a rarity. I need to take my hat off. I had a great idea of buying one of these hats with the wings on either side. And I thought when I was Benchrest shooting, I would be able to block out a lot of the sun around the scope. But I couldn't get the hat to the right angle so I could see the wind flags and through the scope at the same time, and the hat being comfortable. So the hat was absolutely brilliant, well made, loved it, but I couldn't get it to work. And everybody basically thought I looked an utter idiot in it. So the flaps went up and the hat went in the box of shame. So that's about it. Guys, please, you know, remember, subscribe to the channel, join our Facebook group, AirAbility Facebook group. It's a friendly bunch. Come in and share us some of the stuff that you have in your box of shame for a laugh. Until next time, guys, remember, you know, get out there, keep living that airgun dream, and take care. Bye-bye.